that big yellow thing in the sky. I'll be honest, it wouldn't hurt my feelings if it got really black out and it started raining like some bitch. I know it would piss a lot of grain guys off, but the grain guys they're going. See this here? 2 days ago it was all standing, it wasn't touched, and this half section is done. But anywho, yeah, they're guys are going. And what are we doing in Big Blue? Well, there's the baler, and we're taking it to where we're going to be making straw. I'm not making straw today. They just started combining here this afternoon, and they want me to wait. So basically, for every bale of straw I get, I got to make 2 for the landowner. Look, cows. And those are my cows. They're enjoying that second growth out there. Good, good. But anywho, yeah, we're gonna get the baler over there because I won't finish it all in one day. So if I make like 85 to 100 bales for me, I'm basically making 200 bales for them. So all in total, I got to make 300 bales. I figured 2 nights. They want me to bale at nighttime when it's not as dry. Have a little bit of dew on the straw. It'll bale up nicer and it won't be so chopped up. And we're driving basically 20 miles away to get this straw. And why am I going so far when I got guys that are doing fields like this, like literally 4 or 5 miles away from my yard, right? Why am I going 20 miles away? Because those guys are conventional combines. They got 2 New Holland conventional combines, and everybody around here, they're all rotaries. And if I'm going to be baling chopped up straw, I don't see the point in baling chopped up straw if I can get conventional straw. I want straw that when I put it out there, it's going to have a nice fluffy bed for the cows to lay down on. Chopped up straw does not fluff. They just lay on it and it's packed. Now if I was feeding all of that straw chopped up, hell, that would be fine. But we're not feeding it, so anyway, yeah, like I said, we're going to get the baler over there from tonight. It's just after 7 o'clock now. And tomorrow night, we will be baling, so stick around. The RB 565 Premium is going to be hustling to make a bunch of bales, so talk to you guys later. Here's a sight for you guys. Unloading a cart into a semi up there. There's another cart, just a flying. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's like 7 or 8 combines running out in that field. She's making her dusty as all hell. KF. Cambite Farms. They're giving her the goose on lentils. Going. And the wheat that was combined farther back, that's also theirs. That was done yesterday. This field here, it'll be done today. It's like, I think that's 4 quarters. It's a full section of lentils. That's not the only one they got. They got a shitload of land in this neck of the woods. All total, I think they're pushing somewhere between 80 and 90,000 acres. Big farmers, big fucking farmers. Anyways, we're just driving. We're just little guys. But we're the ones that feed them steaks. So guys like me, we're the guys that make those guys' world a lot nicer because they can sit back and eat a good steak. Later. Alrighty guys, how the hell you doing today? I have no idea what time it is. After lunch anyways, but Carson and I have been working on the goose trailer, Gooseneck. You see we got that. We put an extra rail on. And by having this here, it's up about, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches. I never really paid attention as to how high the top edge of that rail is from the deck. I just knew I wanted it. Wanted one. So we're about 4.5 inches higher. So the whole idea here is when the outside edge of the bale sits down on here, on this rail, the bale is tilted in from either side. And less risk of the fuckers falling off, right? So we got that in, one on each side. So how did I build her? Well, some 3-inch C-channel. I made them 7 inches long. So it goes from yay there. Marked it at 3.5. Put 2 1x1s in. And then set the pipe on top. So it welded here, down the edges, and then there. Just the way, and we didn't do every stake pocket, skip the front one, hit the second, and then every other all the way down. And then at the end, and this goes for both sides, it was a longer stake, and I just welded it so it sits on top, so to speak. And then back here, a little bit of a weld back there to catch this. That's going to make it a lot more solid. So yeah, I think this will be a lot better for when we're hauling bales, especially when we're hauling bales 20 miles away. What's Carson doing? Sweeping the center of the trailer. So if you guys can kind of sort of make it out, there is a bit of a line. You can see it right here on that center board. That's the center board all the way. So he's sweeping the dirt out. We got to highlight that because when I'm putting bales on the trailer, that's my guide, so I can get the bales nice and square all the way down. So that's what we were doing all friggin' morning. Now to find some paint. What color of paint should we use, Carson?
Something bright, probably.
Something bright? I think you're good. Okay guys, I'll bring you, stay up there. You can put the broom down. I'll bring you guys back here in a minute or two. Something like that. He'll do a couple passes, and that just makes it a lot easier for when you're setting bales on. Now that this thing has finally quit, the fans have shut down. Okay, catch you guys later. Alrighty guys, so had our lunch. That highlighted orange strip is all good to go. Got the rebar off. We'll get these 2x6s off. What's this for? Well, at the back end, it's held in because it's welded all in with the rear rack. On the front end, this just holds that in so it doesn't bounce out of the pockets. We'll give that a go, see how that's gonna work. So, anywho, later. There you can see it, guys. You can see the bales are just tilted in slightly, each row on the bottom, because they're hanging up on that rail that we just installed. So that'll help keep them on so they don't fall off. Some of you may have seen where old BP'er was cruising along and he didn't have nothing on the top, just the bottom, and lost a couple. So this will help eliminate that problem, and it's just safer all the way around. And this is the last load of bales that we need to haul. My landlord is selling them to somebody else. Anyway, I got a call coming in. Later. Alrighty, so the bale rack is working pretty awesome. I really like it. But I just realized something. Normally I unload bales with the Bobcat. So when I get to like this right here, right now, in our yard, I just come up with the Bobcat, I spear the bale just like this. Then I just kind of keep pushing a little bit, and I lift a little, and I push the bale off the far side. The one behind this. That might not work so great now with the rail on there. I might be ripping strings off the bales. Or if they're net wrapped, I might rip the net wrap. So I don't know how that's gonna work as far as the Bobcat goes. Might take a little bit longer unloading bales than it was before, because I might have to literally pick the bales off the trailer from one side or the other. Right now today, because we're hauling the bale, this load of bales for the neighbor, I'm just using the tractor. And I could be using his tractor, except I tried phoning him and I told him it would be later afternoon, and he's not answering his phone. So he did say he had to leave the yard for a little bit this afternoon, but he said it would only be a few minutes, and he has not returned my call either. So I have no idea where he's at or what's going on. So we just decided, screw it, it ain't that far of a drive, we'll just come over with our tractor and unload with ours. So yeah, 2 more to take off the trailer, and this guy is done. And all the bales are off of all of the fields that we farm until we make straw. So, yeehaw. I'll talk to y'all later.
I could open the door. Just open the door.
So, This is the first time I've seen those two birds. They, how old are they now?
Oh, jeez. A couple weeks.
So, at the beginning of the haying season, if you guys remember, CP didn't want to help much with haying. That's because she was sitting on a couple of eggs and hatched them out.
How long is your nose?
Old Mama Hen there, she had like half a dozen eggs under her and only two hatched. She actually...
No, they hatched, but she killed them.
She killed the other ones. We can't figure that out, why she would let these two, she would hatch these two out, and the other ones, she freaking packed them out, killed them. Anyway, we're working on corrals. We got that end there all ready for slab work. Fix the rails and 2x6s up all along this side. So now we got to get slabs and put it in there. It's friggin' warm. And if you're out of the sun, that plus 30 feels like plus 50. These guys are almost ready for a bale. And Carson's nailing off slabs over there. And it's lunch / coffee time in the afternoon already. A bunch of garbage on here. Anywho, so yeah, that's what's going on. And on top of that, hey crazy chicken lady, hold up for a second. I know you're needing water, but you're not dying. A person will live for 4 days without water at plus 50.
Prove it.
Well, it's scientific. It's been proven.
Prove it.
I'm not going to prove it because I'm a fat bastard. Hey, you gotta, here, take this, the backside of this.
Oh, I got an egg.
Video the backside of my shirt. And my crazy ass chicken lady, I don't know why she does this, because all she does is bitch about her fucking birds. But anyways, went and got more chickens yesterday. 4 hens and a rooster. And the reason these guys are in here is so that we can find out if they're full of bugs or not. So Kathy, or CP, has like a lice spray for birds. We sprayed them all down and then we stuffed them in a bag with diatomaceous earth, which is also like a dewormer and debugger. It acts like one. So they got the full treatment yesterday.
They need a windbreak.
Hey?
They need a windbreak.
They need a windbreak, they need a shade. You need to open the door so they could go inside the building and get shade.
The door don't.
So, but they're giving her an egg already, so. Anywho, I'm gonna let you guys go. We're gonna have a cold drink and see what happens after that. Later.